Good evening. Today is the 19th of April. Welcome to Voice of British Orthodoxy. I am, of course, Reader Lazar. Today we have, we definitely have one saint. Okay, we have one saint today, and that is Saint Alphege of Canterbury. The group chat entry, the book entry is a monk at Deerhurst in Gloucestershire, or possibly Glastonbury. St. Alphege went on to found a monastery at Bath. Serving as its first abbot, he then succeeded St. Ethelwold (1st August) as the Bishop of Winchester (AD 984), and in AD 1006 he was consecrated 30th Archbishop of Canterbury. St. Alphege was murdered by the Danes (circa AD 1012) during a drunken feast because he would not ransom himself at the expense of his poor tenants, and was therefore regarded as a martyr. The only Orthodox Archbishop of Canterbury to have been martyred. His relics were enshrined in St. Paul's in London and later in Canterbury. Before we do read the group chat entry, oh wait, I guess you saw it up there. Yeah, this is a unique icon of him, but and of the three icons that I could have chose, I thought this one looked the best. Anyway, hieromartyr Ælphege, Alphege of Canterbury, Archbishop of Canterbury, 1012 AD. St. Alphege was born around 953 and became a monk early in life. He first entered the monastery at Deerhurst, but then moved to Bath, where he became an anchorite. He was noted for his piety and austerity and rose to become abbot of Bath Abbey. His reputation for piety and sanctity led to his promotion to the episcopate and eventually to his becoming archbishop. Following a Viking raid in 994, a peace treaty was agreed with one of the raiders, Olaf Tryggvason. Besides receiving Dane geld, Olaf converted to Christianity and undertook never to raid or fight the English again. Alphege may have played a part in the treaty negotiations, and it is certain that he confirmed Olaf in his new faith. Alphege sent Ælphege of Eynsham to Cerner Abbey to take charge of its monastic school. He was present at the Council of May 1008, at which Saint Wulfstan II, Archbishop of York, preached his Sermo Upi ad Anglos, the Sermon of the Wolf to the English, castigating the English for their moral failings and blaming the latter of the tribulations afflicting the country. In 1011, the Danes again raided England, and from 8 to 29th of September, they laid siege to Canterbury. Aided by the treachery of Ælphege, whose life Alphege had once saved, the raiders succeeded in sacking the city. St. Alphege was taken prisoner and held captive for 7 months. Godwine, Bishop of Rochester, Leofron, Abbess of St. Mildred's, and the King Reeve, Ælphege were captured also, but the abbot of St. Augustine's Abbey, Ælphege, managed to escape. Canterbury Cathedral was plundered and burned by the Danes following Alphege's capture. St. Alphege refused to allow a ransom to be paid for his freedom, and as a result was killed in 1012 AD at Greenwich. May he intercede for us before the righteous judge. Before we do end, we do have 2 separate Troparion and Kontakion. So the first is from the Saints of the Isles podcast. Not podcast, substack, forgive me. Troparion turn 4, as a true shepherd thou was revealed, O Alphege, for thou didst lay down thy life for thy flock, and refusing ransom for thyself, thou didst follow Christ unto death, and treat him to grant us great mercy. Kontakion turn 3, having lived in ascetic struggle, O Father, thou wast shown to be a faithful hierarch, and offering thy life for thy people, thou wast crowned with martyrdom, wherefore we honour thee, O righteous one. We do have another one, so this time the Troparion is in turn 3. As thou didst willingly lay down thy life for thy flock, O glorious hieromartyr Alphege, thine innocent blood crieth out to God like that of Abel and Zachariah. Wherefore, standing now with boldness before the Most High, with them dost ever beseech him to have mercy and save the souls of those who honour thy sacred memory with love. And the Kontakion is tone 2, celebrating the sacred memorial of the holy Ælphege, who willingly shed his blood for Christ the Master. Let us clap our hands in gladness, O ye Christians, ever mindful of heavenly intercession. For abiding in eternal glory, he prayeth continually before the throne of the Lord, that all who honour his memory with love may have their sins forgiven. May he intercede for us before the righteous judge. I've been Reader Lazar. God bless you all, and Amen.